Alrighty then, Dad and Tim have showed up just as I figured out how to get this thing to move. Um, I ended up turning the wheel to the wrong position, but it actually worked on this side, and I'll explain that a little later in the video as it's when I get to the other side, and you'll see what I've done. So my dad, Timothy, Teresa went back into the truck where she was cleaning diligently. If you go inside that Mack truck now, it looks like she's brand new. On the floor of the dash and everything. It just doesn't, well, not brand new. It looks like it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. So what we're doing is, now that I've got it where I need it, I put one bolt in to position it. Timothy is putting the other bolts in. John Deere does not recommend you use lubricant on those hex heads, which I don't agree with. But you'll see how I'm now, the initial tightening of that, I went around in a circle, but there's actually there's numbers cast into that hub, and you're supposed to follow the numbers, like connect the dots: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the only hard part about that is the 6 and the 9. They put a line under both the 6 and the 9, so it's kind of confusing if you're not used to that. They should just put a line under one of them and the other one should be fine. But there comes my mother. She just showed up, and she is inspecting the job also. Uh, Now she's gone. That's a rare appearance by my mom. That she does not like the video camera. At least I don't think she does. I never tried to film her because I fear for my life at times. But anyway, that's not true. But you can see me doing the star pattern right there, and now we're struggling to get the tractor to actually hit the ground. The air-powered 22-ton jack lifts the tractor up, and then you have to put a jack stand under it and then reposition the jack and then go a little bit higher, or because if you don't do that, you can't just drop it all the way down. I was thinking I should have just threw a piece of wood lifted it up a little higher, put a piece of wood under it, and then been done with it. But then it would be harder to lift it on the other side. So anyway, so now it's snowing, as you can see, and we're about ready to go to the other side. There it is. Now, I'm taking the bolts completely out, which is a big no-no, according to John Deere. They only want you to loosen them until the wedges are loose, but I was struggling and fighting with this thing to the point where I didn't know whether I was going to have to manufacture a tool to that was different than what I had already come up with to get this side to go. You can see I was under the tractor, and Timothy did what he was supposed to do on the top side, and I just went right to the hydraulic jack. I left everything else behind. You can see Teresa behind, and back up into the truck she goes. But yeah, we tried and pulled, and we kicked, and we punched, and we pushed, and we turned, and we did we even got the thing under there. I'm getting a little bit upset, and I'm like, God, what the hell? Had Timothy on here watch this. He's going to hit the ground. Well, he didn't hit the ground yet. I know he does. And he was like, oh, you didn't catch that on film, did you? I'm like, yeah, totally. So, well, sooner or later, he's going to hit the ground. Come on, Tim, hurry up, fall over. Anyway, it was kind of funny. I think I did it twice. Decided that the little hydraulic jack was not big enough, so Timothy's gone ahead and blocked it. What did we do here? I don't know. It's kind of, I'm watching it just like you guys are watching it. Dad has a seat. His knees are shot. He needs new ones. I would hope that he would do that at some point in his life, but who knows? So what I've done is I actually have Timothy wedging that bar between the wheel weights and the rim to kind of cock the wheel in hopes that the thing will turn. So I've never seized the bolts that are going into those wedges, which I don't understand why John Deere doesn't want me to do that, but torque is torque when you tighten it up, and I'd rather have it torque freely than not freely. So that's what we've done. What do we do? We readjusted the tractor because this wheel had not moved an inch. It hadn't moved a millimeter. It was nothing. So we kind of wiggled. Oh, there he goes. Watch this. I'm going to do something else to him. I know I did. Knocked him down again. He's like, "Are you serious?" But anyways, it was kind of funny. We get into some antics when we're doing this. Yeah. Kind of tried the bolt thing. That wasn't working. Now I got the 50-ton jack and it's a 20-ton jack, not a 50. And I actually broke the chain. I don't know if he broke it just yet, but I think it's coming. Yep, broke it. We broke the chain. So that'll tell you how much pressure we had on that thing. And it just wasn't working. So I decided that maybe we'll turn the wheel so that the gear set or on the axle, the teeth that are cut into the axle were on its side. And, just to see if it would help. We needed a flat surface. I wasn't sure whether the wedge was catching on those teeth or not. So this one fought the hell out of us. I mean, we worked and worked and worked on this guy. And as you can see now, so very easily, it just moved out. There's Teresa again. Boom, past us. So, yeah, it's just as simple as that once you get it in the right position. Now, a lot of you guys were sending me pictures and service manual links and stuff. That is not for this particular tractor. This tractor does not have the sprocket in the hub. It isn't there. There's no worm gear. There's no cog. There's no anything. It is just... I have the service manual here, and it just says, move the wheel to the desired position and then retighten and torque to 450 pounds of torque, which blew my mind. I mean, I thought there should have been something. There's no room on the inside of this hub to put anything on and shove it. Someone actually did say there's a tool that John Deere has that you bolt on to the wedge side. So you loosen the wedges up, get the wheels loose, and then you bolt it to the outside, and there's a gear on that you turn this tool. But I don't even know how that works, because what do you do when you get to the end of the axle? I haven't seen that tool, so maybe that person was blowing smoke up my ass. And if you're watching this particular video, please send me a link to that tool so I can build one. Not that I'm going to move these wheels on this tractor again. I don't think I will anyway. But it would be kind of neat to see it and try to build it if I could. But anyway, now I'm going to end this part of the video because I got other things to say. I've got it all tightened up, and now I'm just struggling to
I guess these tires were here at this position when they were over in England. They have different tread styles over there than we have here in the U.S. These, I believe, are those 45, or they're 62 to 45 degree, or maybe they start at 45 and sweep to 23 degree. I don't know if they're any better than the 23 degree radial that you would get here, like the Firestones. But they are big, massive, and I mean, look at the weights in there. My God. But anyways, like I said earlier, I just got done. And well, you saw that I just got done doing it, and what a job. And I gotta complain because I guess that's what I'm good at sometimes. Normally, you see the teeth that are here? Normally, there's a bolt with a gear on it. And what you do is you just kind of loosen everything up, and then you turn the gear and it goes in or out. Well, this particular tractor does not have that. I'll show you. I'll give you a good example right here. Now, I kind of have a feeling I know why, but there it is. It's right there. See? So what you would do is you would loosen those up. You'd smack that tiny little axle there, and that would loosen the wedges up. And then you would pull them back, and then you would adjust those. You know, you'd wind it in or out to wherever you needed it. But this tractor just doesn't have that, and I think it's because of the torque of the tractor. It's just this massive machine with a shit ton of power, and maybe the hubs weren't holding up, or maybe they felt that they wouldn't hold up. I don't know. And even these wedges are not, they're not two pieces. They're actually one solid piece, and I can tell that because of the number 10 and the number, what is that, the number 6 bolt. It is it is right on that slot, so that means that it's solid in there, and it was a job. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that thing. This tractor runs quite well. I know a lot of guys were asking me about the no computer, that the computer was not good. Well, it has a security system, which is an immobilizer, and it immobilizes the tractor, so that's what it is. This actually has two different types of security systems, two different brand security systems. We've got data tag in there, and then I've got Vapormatic is on the inside, if you know anything about that. I've greased the tractor here. The front end, the back end I haven't done yet, but I'm going to get the 7530. I'm going to grease that too, because I'm kind of doing multiple projects here. I got all kinds of things going on between the Mac Vision, repairing the hood and everything. I got my new hood straps on, new battery boxes to go on. The 4010 is still sitting there. I mean, just look at the difference between those tractors. I mean, that's 1963. That's 2009 technically. It was built early November of 2008. So by the time I got to England, it was 2009, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm going to grease that 7530 up and clean up my mess, and I think I'm done for now.